Hey everyone, welcome to day number 2 of
Happy Life Results Book Group. Welcome. I'm Stacy.
I'm Jason, her sidekick, and we just got a great idea from one of our producers that said we should post the text the day before. So today when we finish the video, we will also post the text for tomorrow's so that you can read ahead if you would like, and then when we talk about it, you'll have comments and questions and things that you can add to the discussion. So we're still in the introduction and we're on the part where it starts with even better.
Even better. If we were to design the most ideal improvement system, what would it look like? How does this sound? A whole system approach that maximizes your potential in all areas of life, using methods that invigorate and enliven you from the first day moving forward. A system that will reliably create inspiring realities and relationships that are meaningful and lasting. And one that will not require giving up your enjoyment of right now. Pretty amazing, right? If you are not using this kind of system in your life, or if you are interested in adding more high-power tools to your improvement arsenal, you are in for a real treat. This is exactly what I intend to share with you.
How did I find out that this system even exists? Okay. I found out by observing someone who has been quietly enjoying this system for over 4 decades, selfishly withholding the knowledge from the rest of us. Of course, he wasn't trying to be selfish, he just had no idea how to share it, or even that it was possible to share. I mean, would it make any sense for Superman to be teaching his superpower flying lessons to normal people? No, much to this man's relief and joy, he's not from an alien planet. He wasn't born with an unlearnable power that couldn't be taught to others. He's just an exceptional human doing things differently.
How do I know the system is learnable? Well, I guess you could say that I got to take flying lessons from a superhuman. It wasn't an easy task for me to get him to open up about what he was doing. He hadn't even put it into words himself yet. But we took a chance, and through trial and error, we gradually figured out how to put words and methods to what he was doing in order to create a replicable model. Together, we successfully discovered that what had seemed like impossible superpowers are actually available to the rest of us.
I want to say really quick that one of the things that makes Stacy's book different, we talked about the different, is that she started with making the changes and then tried to figure out how to put it into words that she could share with other people. So some books, we'll hit this again, but some books it's more about here's an ideal, if all the stars align just right, this is potentially possible, this is something she was doing, and then putting it into words. So then right here.
Okay, so I started out as a normal human being. A normal human.
Makes sense.
A normal human being experiencing everyday life normally, but now I too can fly. Every single aspect of my life is on a different level than it was before. I am learning more every day, and I am fully off the ground, soaring upward, and it's the most incredible experience.
How different is it? While we will connect concepts to what is already familiar to you, much of what we will be doing is going to be different. How different? Compared to traditional models, it has been described as radically, shockingly, crushingly, world-turning on its head different. Hope you enjoy a good challenge. Whether you're at the top of your game or down on your luck, you qualify for this transformation.
And what a transformation awaits! Whether you end up soaring through the skies or just floating off the ground, you'll gain something from giving the challenge a try. Take it head on.
Actions speak. I'm always looking for new ideas to challenge my current views. When I do, I like to evaluate the messenger of new ideas and find out if their walk matches their talk. Part of the reason she came up with this new version is she's looking for new ideas to challenge and improve, and looking to see if the author's walk matches their talk. You probably hear because you had some experience with Stacy and her walk is so impressive.
Thank you.
I think we all look for this to some extent, and I fully expect you to do the same. A key difference in this book is that this content is coming from a messenger that lives and breathes every concept that will be presented to you. We started from real life behaviors and actions and then figured out how to put them into words, not the other way around.
Yep. Original. Having thoroughly evaluated my mentor and having experienced my own transformational process with lasting results, there's no faking it here. We're not talking about unrealistic or unattainable ideals here. This isn't a hypothetical or best case scenario that really isn't possible. We're working with a living exemplar of the system and describing the how-to method for you. This method was crafted by reverse engineering and then applied in my own life in order to replicate the results. It worked. The ideas in this book are describing original sources, not a fantasy world.
It's interesting too, because one of the things when Stacy started working with her mentor, where she was like, "Where else can I find this kind of information?"
So I wanted to know what resources I should go to, what books I should read, what other authors are teaching these things. I wanted to learn from the people who were doing this. And so I searched and searched and searched. I looked everywhere and tried to find someone who was using this system. And while I could find quotes that were really helpful and beneficial, the whole message from the author wasn't one that was similar to my message. And so I realized that instead of just finding someone else who was doing it, I needed to just create it on my own for people.
So this is an original book, original source from original thinking, and luckily for us, we have the author here to explain and unpack it. So let's take advantage if you have. Yeah, is that good? Do we want to stop right there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We were encouraged at the end. Let's kind of wrap up what we talked about. So we're in the introduction talking about how this is going to be different.
Yep.
It's coming from an original source who is walking the talk. And tomorrow we will continue in the introduction talking about the approach of humble competence, curious confidence,
The
and
big surprise.
big surprise. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks guys, bye.